Blessings, my viewers and subscribers. Sports of the Bone here again, man. Keeping you informed. So, just to take a quick look at how the first test match between West Indies and New Zealand went. Now, West Indies actually plunged to an embarrassing defeat in the first game there. And there are a couple of key talking points that we need to take a look at. Now, a couple of individual brilliance were key in deciding the outcome of this game. As per usual, New Zealand were very clinical and really laid down some good performances. So, as expected, the gap was very big, and it was as big as an innings and 134 runs. So, just to zoom in on the numbers in totality, so we can actually get a feel of how things went. Now, in the first innings, batting first, New Zealand scored a mammoth 519 for 7 declared, with Williamson getting 251. It was Shannon Gabriel who had 3 for 89, while Roach chipped in with 3 for 114. Now, with this amount of runs being scored, Windies batsmen were licking their lips at how flat they thought the pitch was. Now, all smiles quickly turned as Windies were quickly skittled out for a total of 138 runs when they went in search of 519. So, after being skittled out for 138, they were asked to follow on, and at one stage, they actually slipped to 28 for 4. And I can imagine all the Windies supporters all over the world were panicking when they saw this sort of performance from the guys. Now, Jamaican Jermaine Blackwood partnered up with Alzarri Joseph to sort of save face for the Windies. Batting in his usual aggressive manner, Blackwood had a well played 104 of 141 balls. Now, the young pacer Alzarri Joseph was very elegant in his innings. I mean, he put together some really nice shots. I wasn't actually aware that Joseph was this good with the bat, and his knock was 86 of 125 balls. So, after having to bowl that long in the field, Joseph had to come in and chip in with the bat. So, yeah, man, Blackwood getting a top score of 104, while Alzarri Joseph chipped in with 86. Now, pacer Neil Wagner was extremely deadly, getting 4 for 66, as the Windies were actually bundled out for 247, therefore surrendering to the Black Caps by an innings and 134 runs. Now, separate and apart from Joseph and Blackwood, who were brave, the Windies batters will most definitely need to wheel and come again in the second test. I mean, being able to get in the 20s of 60s and 60 and 70 balls in test cricket is actually a good start, because you don't usually score that fast in test cricket. And if you are there for 50 to 60 ball and you are able to score 20 or 25 runs, then that means you are actually getting your eyes in. So, these top order players will most definitely need to push on as we go into the second test. And I mean, these players need to apply themselves and bat for a long period of time, because this is what test cricket is about. We're not talking about T20 or one day. So, majority of the time you don't need to be aggressive. You just have to be patient and select your shots. I think in test cricket, the batsman should be outfoxed by the bowler. I doubt the batsman should be gifting his wicket away in a game like test cricket. So, the top order will have to rebound. The top order will have to spin and come again. Having said that, though, they were actually up against some classy bowlers, because we're talking about people like Bolt, Wagner, and Tim Southee. These are bowlers that are actually at the top of their game and are pretty dangerous, especially when playing at home. But we don't want to seem as if we are looking excuse for the players. They need to dig down and try and perform to the best of their ability, because we're talking about people that are capable, man. Talking about our John Campbell, Brooks, Darren Bravo, who has proven on several occasions that he is actually very good. And Raston Chase during the middle order, we are expecting him to score some runs. Captain Jason Ola, is also expected to do a lot of scoring, but we didn't get much from those players. So they will need to rebound and come again in the second game. And I mean, these players need to take control of their batting performances, because these are all top senior players. We're talking about Bravo, Chase, Holder. These are no senior players. John Campbell has been in and around the team for a while now. He wasn't very successful on the tour of England the other day, so he's actually underneath the microscope right now. So hopefully he can come good in the second game, because his position might be up for grabs right now. So actually hoping that he will be able to come good in the next game. But from a general point of view, the Caribbean guys were actually outplayed by some masterclass performances. We're talking about Kane Williamson getting in at a double century. We're talking about Neil Wagner getting some wickets. So they were actually beaten by a couple of players. Now the team will most definitely need to work together to try and get a good result in the final game, because we cannot continue like this. And if we claim that we want to rise above the to rise up on the ranking, then performances like these will need to count. So we just have to look forward to the next game and see how well the guys will be able to turn things around. Sports to the bone, keeping you informed. Please remember to like, share, leave us a comment. If you have not yet subscribed, remember to subscribe to the channel. I'm out.